And now the plot thickens. Sony Pictures has just said in the last few hours that it's scrapping the movie's release altogether. Mei Lee is live for us in Los Angeles with the latest twist in what seems like a Hollywood movie.
It sure does, Phil. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, can you? I mean, this is not the ending that Sony had imagined. They were going to release this film on Christmas Day, but as you just said, they've decided to cancel that release in all theaters because of the threats that these hackers have made against theaters and moviegoers. And now it's being reported that the DPRK may have been behind this whole hacking job. The hackers, who call themselves Guardians of Peace, issued a warning to moviegoers to stay away from theaters after threatening to attack those who plan to see the upcoming movie, The Interview. The decision to pull the plug came after a number of big movie theater chains decided not to show the film.
I think Hollywood studio system right now is on edge.
The Interview was scheduled to open on Christmas Day across the U.S. Federal security officials say there's no credible intelligence of any plot at U.S. theaters, but police in Los Angeles say they were prepared to step up security. The data breach is expected to cost Sony tens of millions of dollars. Just this week, 2 former Sony employees filed a class action lawsuit against the company.
If the hackers set out to, basically cripple this film and the release of The Interview, I think they're absolutely succeeding. I think that right now, of course, this is going to scare off some moviegoers.
The DPRK has denied responsibility for the cyber attack, but it praised the action as, quote, a righteous deed. Now, even though Sony has canceled the release of this movie for Christmas Day, it's unclear at this point whether or not they have other plans for the movie. There are some rumors swirling around that Sony could decide to release it on demand, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Phil.
There are so many angles to this story. Mei Lee, I do want to ask you, you're there in LA, Hollywood. There has to be a little shock over this from the folks there on the ground that you've been speaking to.
Phil, shock would be an understatement. I mean, this is like an earth-shattering event here for Hollywood. And really, the ripple effect is pretty tremendous. Hackers and experts are telling me this is not just about Sony. This is about the entire industry, and this is about other businesses affiliated with Hollywood and elsewhere. So this is going to probably get worse before it gets any better. In fact, one expert told me today this could lead to the complete downfall of Sony.
It's a big story. Mei Lee, thank you very much live for us in Los Angeles, and also welcome to CCTV. Now, for more